in 1999, the group started its insurgency. And as you may know, after purge of Saddam army, many officers joined the organization. And in 2004, they pledged allegiance to Al-Qaeda and started Iraqi insurgency. During involvement of the multinational troops in Iraq, in Afghanistan, they were able to follow how different countries are shaping information operation. So they took lessons learned. They know what they should avoid, and they know how to implement a strategy to be effective. Just to underline their presence, in 2006 they changed name into the Islamic State of Iraq, and in 2013, just to again underline its expansion, they add word Levant, which is much broader region. The situation doesn't touch only Iraq and Syria. Till now, 25 different organizations from all over the world pledge allegiance to DAESH, and 10 others offer support. If even they will not be engaged in direct military operation, direct terrorist attack, they can be used as amplifiers of the information strategy. They can spread message. If we were talking about communication strategy and how they are implementing their plan into the information space, we need to understand that from communication point of view, of course, Media Council is one of the most important. However, they would not be efficient in this what they are doing if they will not engage different councils which they are operating in the global structure for information strategy. Look at the situation. Intelligence Council is used in order to collect information about potential adversaries and potential supporters. So they are collecting information which is used in order to analyze potential target audience, in order to make adjustment and implement proper product into the information space. If decision is taken, Security Council is responsible for execution. And guess what? The Media Council is present, recording products, and prepare in order to shape environment. So everything is connected. From strategic communication point of view, every person of this terrorist organization is important and valuable for DAESH. Of course, if they would shape information environment only at the global level, they would not be effective. That's why they are using media in order to influence people. We can find five major media at the global level. First is Al-Furqan Institute, is the oldest media, which was established in 2006 and was responsible for releasing Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi's speech. The second, responsible for propaganda videos. They have radio, which you can also find on the internet, Al-Bayan, and Anajat Media Foundation, which is responsible for songs, jihadi songs. And from Westerners' point of view, the Al-Hayat Media Center is the most dangerous part, because they are working on different products and they are implementing different products in different languages in order to influence our society. Probably you may know the Dabik magazine, which is right now the most important thing in their strategy, because it says about prophecy, and I will mention about it in a few minutes. I was asked what's the core message of DAESH. I don't want to call Islamic State because that's the way they want to be perceived as a state for all Muslims, but it's terrorist organization, it's DAESH. That's why I'm using the word, because all people who perceive them as a terrorist organization use the same name, because it's important from communication strategy. how you name organization, because sometimes perception becomes reality. So we need to avoid their game. So we need to be clear in our statement. And yes, the core message is Islamic State. They want to be perceived as a real country, as a real state for people. And their narration is split into three things: political, religious, and social. Sometimes I would like to call it subcultural. They want to be perceived as a real country with leaders, with golden dinar, which is exchanging with the dollar, and they don't want to use the world currency. They want to have their own. So they want to provide people good medical system and that kind of thing, and so on and so forth. So as a real country, but they are not. You may see a lot of quotation from hadiths, from Quran, their radical interpretation in the second line of narration. And third, which is, from my point of view, the most dangerous, is the social, which can draw attention of youngsters. They are working on three lines of efforts. First line of efforts, I called it support. They wanted to be supported either financially or personally. They wanted to unite Sunni mainly because they perceive Shia as a disbeliever, apostates. They wanted to frighten internal and external adversaries, and they wanted to spread information, how effective they are. Close to 50% narrative was connected with the political issue. 38 was connected with religion, and 14 connected with social issue. At the beginning, in the first issue of the book, they released around 30-ish different visuals, and mostly they spread their effort in each line, like I mentioned: inform, frighten, unite, and support. One of the conclusions was the name. It's really the thing they want to implement in our media as well. They want to be named as an Islamic State, but we also did experimentation, and we downloaded over 350,000 different accounts, and try to understand who is using the state of the caliphate, who is using DAESH, and guess what? All of the people who were speaking about them as a threat, as a terrorist organization, were using DAESH. Couple of recommendations. Probably you can find a lot of recommendations in the report, which we will release soon. But firstly, I would like to draw attention and tell that we need to be part of global international information campaign. We are living in different parts of the world, but we need to understand if we will not fight together, we will not be effective. So we need to take part as a whole Western country and whole world in order to defeat the threat. As I mentioned, don't be a part of DAESH information strategy and choose words carefully, because perception sometimes becomes reality. And concerning our home audiences, we need to have comprehensive approach towards them, because there is no golden solution how we can actually act and who could be potential target audience for DAESH, and how we can prevent the recruitment and radicalization process. We need to approach very comprehensively and try to understand how we can protect our home audiences. There is no golden solution for whole Europe. For each country, we need to understand what should be done. As you know, as a country, we have a lot of internal intelligence agencies. NATO has Intelligence Fusion Center. We need to put this effort in sharing information and spreading who could be potential target audience and who already joined the terrorist organization. We need to also understand, because of social media plays an important role, we need to understand DAESH network approach and the way how to counter it. Because you know that you can report an account, the account can be suspended, but they know how to resist that kind of activities, and Sandra will speak more about it. And we need to understand that publishing and global distribution of information about their losses is the most important thing, and we need to undermine their effectiveness and credibility of DAESH.